There was once a boy who believed time would always wait for him. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't weak. He simply thought life would start later. His name doesn't matter, because this story isn't really about him. It's about anyone who keeps postponing their own life. Every morning, he told himself the same line: "I'll begin tomorrow." And every night, he whispered another: "I'm too tired today." Days passed. Weeks slipped away. Years slowly disappeared. And he didn't even notice. He had dreams. Big ones. But he kept them locked inside his mind, like precious objects he was waiting for the right moment to use. He wanted to learn, to grow, to build something real. But when the moment to try came, he always stepped back. He waited, and waited, and waited. One evening, everything changed. He was sitting alone in a small room. The window was open, letting in the cold air of early autumn. The world outside was quiet, almost frozen, and he suddenly felt something strange inside him. A pressure he couldn't ignore anymore. Not pain, not fear, something worse. A silent realization. He had wasted too much time already. He looked around his room. Nothing was happening. Nothing ever happened. Every day looked like the one before it, and the one coming after it. His life wasn't bad. It just wasn't anything. On his desk was a notebook he bought months ago. It was supposed to be his new beginning. He planned to fill it with ideas, goals, things he wanted to try. But the pages were blank. All of them. He placed his hand on the cover. Cold, smooth, untouched. And then the truth hit him like a wave he didn't expect. He wasn't failing because he wasn't good enough. He was failing because he wasn't starting at all. He sat there, frozen in the quiet room, and for the first time in his life, he asked himself a real question. What if tomorrow never feels easier? Because the truth is cruel. It won't. Life never becomes easier. You just become stronger. But only if you mow.
But only if he finally gets off his ass and does something. And in that moment, in the quiet, something inside him cracked. Not in a dramatic, movie-style epiphany way. More like a tiny, annoying spark that burns in your chest and won't let go. He grabbed the notebook. Really grabbed it. For the first time in ages, he opened something that wasn't a phone. First page. Blank. Embarrassingly blank. But instead of freaking out, he just got angry. At himself. At his excuses. At all those days spent waiting for life to knock on the door. So he wrote one sentence. Nothing fancy. No world-changing poetry. Just a simple truth he needed shoved into his head. I start today. And that sentence somehow shifted the whole vibe of the room. Like the air moved for the first time in years, while he stayed put. Finally present. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. Now. Another line. And another. It wasn't a masterpiece. But it was motion. The first step after years of standing still. He felt his hand shake. Not from fear. From the strange foreignness of starting. Like learning a new language you've ignored for too long. But at least he was finally speaking. When he lifted his head from the paper, the night outside wasn't so cold anymore. The autumn wind still blew, but now it felt like a fresh start rather than a cruel reminder of time wasted. And then he realized something brutal. The right moment will never come. No one is going to save him. No one is going to push him. No one will live his life for him. But also, nothing can stop him from starting. And when he closed the notebook, it wasn't the end. It was the very first real beginning. And in the morning, for the first time in years, he didn't wake up saying, I'll start tomorrow. Because this time, he knew, no tomorrow comes. Unless you build it yourself.